The first piece of positive evaluation of how the brain works in sleep comes from Morgan in 1995. Now, Morgan supported the idea that the SCN works as an endogenous pacemaker. So, what Morgan did is he bred a strain of hamsters to have an abnormal circadian rhythm of 20 hours rather than 24 hours. He then took parts of the SCN from these hamsters and transplanted them onto the brains of normal hamsters. So he took hamsters that had been bred to have a circadian rhythm of 20 hours and hamsters that had been bred to have a circadian rhythm of 24 hours, a normal circadian rhythm. And he took parts of the SCN from the 20-hour hamsters and put them into 24-hour hamsters. And what he found was the 24-hour hamsters then changed their circadian rhythms to 20 hours. So Morgan showed that it was the SCN, the suprachiasmatic nuclei, that was actually the important factor in the circadian rhythms of these hamsters. By the way, it worked the other way. When you took the SCNs from the 24-hour hamsters and put them into the 20-hour hamsters, their circadian rhythm changed to 24 hours as well. So this is a situation where clearly the SCN is really important in affecting how our circadian rhythms work. The next piece of positive evaluation I want to look at is Skene and Arendt, Arendt for Arendt and Skene for Skene, and that was in 2007. And they supported the idea that what the SCN was working on was light, it wasn't working on something else. And they found that as long that even blind people, obviously visually impaired people, people who are fully blind, i.e. they couldn't see anything, they still had normally entrained circadian rhythms, 24 hours, as long as they had some light perception. So if they couldn't tell whether it was light or dark in a room, then that would affect the circadian rhythm. But as long as they had any kind of light perception, then they were able to have normally entrained circadian rhythms. Now, there is some negative evaluation as well, and that comes from Burr et al., spelled Buhr et al. In 2010. Now, Burr opposed the idea that the SCN was the most important factor in regulating body clocks. And Burr et al., they actually found that they felt that body temperature had more of an impact on circadian rhythms. So it didn't matter about the light levels affecting the SCN as much as the temperature of the body. Just tiny fluctuations in temperature could have a massive impact on body clocks. In fact, they found that small fluctuations in temperature had a bigger impact on body clocks than large fluctuations in light.